What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danica Aquatics. Well, guys, as you can see, I am on my lonesome this evening. Miss Danny, we was out fishing today, and I think she got too much sun. We came home and she was ralphing. So I don't think she's going to be able to make it tonight. I told her just take the night off, relax, because she's got a pretty busy week next week at work. Figured I could handle it on my own. I've done it many times, so here we are. So let me say the hellos here in a minute. We had a terrible day of fishing today. One fish caught all day, and it was a squaw fish of all things. That was it. Nothing else. No other bites. Nothing. I think the weather here is starting to turn. The river was down to like 61 degrees. So since last Sunday, it has dropped almost 6 degrees. So I think that's got to play on what's going on with the fish right now. So we still had a good day. It was gorgeous out. As you can see, I got a little sun today. Lots of sun out there. We had a good time. I did my member stream at 8 o'clock this morning. I was going to go for 2 hours, but at the 1 hour mark, I only had a couple of people in there. So I figured I would kill it because my daughter has a potty mouth. And I didn't want any more chances of cursing being said on the stream. So figured it'd be easier just to kill the stream, and that's what I end up doing. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So let me say the hellos real quick. We got Miss Carol Cox first in this evening. Good to see you, Carol. Discus North, welcome. Eugene, what's up, my friend? Dave, oh, welcome. Cave of Wonders, welcome. Miss Sage. Uncle Smiley, good to see you. Miss Lori, one of my longtime subscribers and moderator, welcome. Long Family Show, what's up, Mike? There's another one of my longtime buddies, Foxy's Fishes, in the house. She says, I'm here, but I'm also watching the game. I understand. It should be a good game. Let's see here. Mickey M, welcome. Hey, what the heck? How did I get this? Q Aquatics came to my stream. What's up, Susan? Good to see you. Skipper's Aquarium, welcome. So yeah, we've been really busy of late trying to get everything ready for Fishtoberfest. I've got a ton of tanks I'm going to be breaking down during that time. So yeah, if you're going to be at Fishtoberfest, my intention, I'm bringing for sure a ton of stack endlers, a ton of Gingaruba endlers, a ton of El Tigre endlers, Dumbo red mosaic guppies, Schubel green guppies, panda guppies, and then I've got this platinum double swords that I got. I'm bringing those, and then we're bringing. I'm probably bringing 3 good-sized Decorus cats, Citadonus Decorus. Bringing a ton of the Pleco caves. I think we got about 30 of them left. I'm taking all of them to Fishtoberfest. Also some Dragonstone, and then we've also got, of course, our Pleco collection. I'll be bringing Super Reds, Longfin Albinos, Albino Bristlenose. I'm also bringing King Tigers, L236 Super Whites, and L236 RB lines, Banded Gungans. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, of course, my shrimp lines. I'm bringing some green jades. I'm bringing blue diamonds, blue sapphires. I'm trying. See, my wife and I are torn right now because the shrimp have always been one of our favorite things we keep. But at the same time, we're trying to downsize. There's a lot of people in the shrimp market now as far as people selling them. So we're debating on, I may end up bringing a lot more than what I'm saying, but for sure, oranges, jades, 2 types of blues, Bloody Marys, and the orange. Then I do have a line of cherries too, but I just got to decide if I want to keep going with the shrimp. If so, I don't think I'll bring any cherries. I'm not going to bring very many Bloody Marys, and I might just reset those all and keep them anyway because shrimp, I just like, I can sit down there and chill in front of those shrimp tanks, and I mean, they just instantly make me happy, and I feel calm and relaxed. So it would be real hurtful if I was to get rid of my shrimp, I think. All right, Chris Aquazone, welcome. Stan Pittman, good to see you, sir. Who else came in here? Aqua Negro, welcome. Victor C, good to see you. It should be a good one this year. This year they've got it up to 40 vendors, so a lot more vendors than the first few years. We only had like 25 to 30 on average before, so a lot of vendors. They got I want to say 6 to 8 speakers. They're doing the Cichlid Exchange open house on Friday night to open the event. So it should be a good time. If you're a fish geek, there will be lots to have. There are some YouTubers that will be there. Myself, Bentley will be there. Ryan with, God, why was my nature, not a nature aquarium. God, Ryan, I all of a sudden my brain just went kapooey on your channel name. Dang it. Sorry, guys. He'll be there. Bates and Genetics will most likely be there. Atkins Nature Aquariums will be there. Just to name a few. Susan Moore Guppies. She hasn't really started YouTubing yet, but she's a very good guppy breeder, and breeder in general will be there. Just to name a few. So should be a good lineup this year. They went more with all the scientific type speakers this time. Not a lot of YouTubers. Matter of fact, I don't think they have any now. I don't know. I don't think Bob's coming now. He's not going to be going to the event. So I did find out he's not coming for sure. So that kind of sucks. Skulls, that a do. We got a lot of skull going on this year. Yes, I wasn't going to say it, but my Vikings are 3-0, baby. I love it. Finally, I can be a happy, skolicious type of dude again. I'm loving it. What's up, Lumpy Dog? Good to see you, brother. Night Owl Aquatics, good to see you. So, yeah, Danny and I were on the water. She's not doing well this evening. That's why we have no Danny. She's sick as a dog. And then she gets to hear me screaming in here on the thing. So, but I told her, you know how I stream. She goes, I know how you stream, Kenny. I'll deal with it. All right, we got Liquid Zoo, OnlyFins, Mr. Matt in the house. What's going on, Matt? Yes, your Steelers are 3-0 too, Foxanne. Yes, they are. Yeah, Danny's sad because next weekend, no boat time. I will be busy the entire weekend with Fishtoberfest. Friday night, my intentions are to sit here and bag. I'm told that we can set up Friday night. I don't know if I will take advantage of that or not, because generally speaking, I can get my Daniken table set up in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. I don't do all the glory and the flashy lights and all that stuff. I put fish on the table. I put my sign. You know, that's about it. So I was considering, I have these beautiful AGA aquarium cubes. I was thinking of maybe taking 2 of those and setting up, put my fancy plecos in there. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I know how I am when I get done with these things. I'm going to be burnt. I'm going to be tired. And I'm going to want to get home. So the idea of breaking down tanks and draining water and all that just didn't sound appealing. It's not going to make a difference on whether or not folks buy fish or not. Yes, Liquid Zoo, it is only Kenny this evening. No, Danny, she's sick. See, Danny, you leave the stream and we're down to 22 viewers now. Yeah, I know, Eugene. She likes our boat time. We should be able to get a couple more times in October, and then I've got to get it in for its first maintenance. We finally are around that 200-hour mark, so I need to make sure everything's going the way it should. I mean, the abuse I've put this boat through this year has been really bad. I had the beaching with Roland and Kim, and then I had my little incident last weekend with hitting that buoy, and I did do some pretty good damage underneath to the pontoons. Nothing fatal. I mean, it didn't puncture it or anything, but it definitely put some love dents in it. Danny was able to pound out. Her and her father worked on the front where we hit the buoy, and you can't even tell it really is there now. So they did a good job getting that fixed up. Thank God. But yeah, it was ugly. Well, Kim, all you have to do is call. We'll take you and rolling out anytime you want. I just know you're busy with your mama, so we try not to bother you if we don't have to. I think she's got a little sunstroke or something. We had left the top down most of the day, and it was pretty sunny out there. And I looked over. I said, "Why don't we put the top up?" Because I could tell she was starting to not feel good. And I had to stop on the way home twice while she puked out the window. And I tell you, she's a trooper. Not one drop on the side of the truck. I was impressed. I hope that's the case. I hope she isn't getting the flu or something because I cannot afford to get sick right now. Got Fishtalk coming, and my job, it takes 100% of my voice. So I really hope she's just got sunstroke or not sunstroke, but some kind of sun-related, not feeling good. Hashtag Ralph. Okay, that sounds like a good one. 3G. We will use that tonight. And it looks like George is going this evening, so we will send over with that. I don't expect to see Mr. Ed in here this evening because his Chiefs are on. So I'm sure him and his family are gathered around the TV set watching the Chiefs. Should be a good game. Kirk Cousins proved to the world he can actually win during a game that matters on Monday night last week. He never could do that as a Viking, so I'm glad to see he learned from his mistakes. At least he's able to come through in a big game finally. But I'm excited for Fishtoberfest. Like I said, I'm also going to be taking some plants. We don't have as many plants this time as we usually do. Danny and I haven't been paying attention to our plant populations like we should. The thing that's really sucking is I sold too much of our corkscrew val, and the one tank that had it now, it has all disappeared. So I don't know what is causing it, but I think I have a couple stems left that I got to try to rebuild the populations with. But yeah, we really screwed up and sold too much of the corkscrew. I probably won't be a spectator at Fishtoberfest. I'm going to have way too much going on. Danny will not be joining me at Fishtoberfest. She's got some other stuff going on that weekend with a couple of her girlfriends, so I don't think I will see Danny. She said she might try to stop by one day, only if Kimberly Holtz is there. So we're going to have to find out if Kim's going. If she is, then I'm sure she'll show up because she wants to see Kim. But other than that, she's got a pretty busy weekend that weekend. Bentley for sure is going. I talked to him, so I think he's going to be there either late Friday night or early Saturday. He was thinking of maybe coming down and getting a hotel for Friday night, but I don't know what he decided to do. He was torn between that or just coming down Saturday. He might end up spending the night Saturday night, depending on how the day goes, but I'm not even sure, Mickey M, what's going to be there, but right now with our current state at Daniken, I don't think I'll buy too much of anything unless it's something that I know I can't. We're going to rebuild our fish house the way we originally were, where we had just tons of exotic, hard to find fish, tanks, scape to the tilt. We just we're getting down in tanks down to 30 to 40, and that we know we can maintain in our sleep. I pretty much have had to take over most of the tank duties. Danny, I keep saying it, but she just doesn't have the energy she once has. Her job right now, because of the promotion she got in January, is quite demanding on her throughout the week. And by the time the weekend rolls around, she is completely just toast. So what I've been doing is trying to get these tanks down, down, down. I will be keeping all my pleca lines. I will be keeping 3, maybe 4 of my live barrel lines. I most likely will keep most of my shrimp lines. I keep talking like I might just take them all to this sale and be done with shrimp, but I can't picture a world without my shrimp, so I don't think that's going to happen. I've got a very good line of blue diamonds. I got a very good line of Bloody Marys. My cherry shrimp are off the charts beautiful, bright red, beautiful cherries. And then the green jade line I have is good. So what I might just do is get rid of everything else. So get rid of the black rose, get rid of the orange, and just keep those 4 lines, and that's it. Victor, I have not heard height or sight of Shanna in close to, God, it's probably been 7, 8 months again. So I don't know what's up with Miss Shanna. I reach out occasionally, but a lot of times she doesn't reach back. So that pretty much tells me she's kind of in her own little world now, and I just leave her be. Figure if she ever wants to come back and talk, she will. And that's kind of where I've left it at this point. I've tried several times to reach out. Occasionally she'll text back, but to the most part, that's it. Some people, YouTube's not the only world, and they get into other things in other parts of life, and YouTube becomes just not as important to them. And I can understand that, man. This is a challenging thing to do. You have to be committed. You have to be willing to give up a couple days a week for a stream. And then the other thing you have to do is videos, which I've been lacking on myself. But I am going to, like I said, I'm getting through Fishtoberfest this week. I might get you guys some footage of me getting ready for Fishtoberfest, do a video on that. And then some more shorts, of course, because I love doing the shorts. I do plan to hopefully do a walkthrough at Fishtoberfest before it starts, but I don't 100% know if that's going to happen. I will go live from there, but it will most likely be me at my table, and whoever's walking by the table, you guys will see. But that's pretty much, with just me being there, I'm not going to have the opportunity to normally do a lot of the YouTube that I normally do, because I am a vendor this year, and I do need to get back at the table and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Had to put the kids to bed, Skip. But it is strange not having my cohort in crime up here with me right now. I do enjoy Miss Danny. Normally she'd be bringing up something stupid that I did this week, but I think I had a pretty stupid free week this week. I don't recall any major problems this week that I did anything. Last weekend, different story. Smacked the thing, had all kinds of fun. Hola, Stephen White. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good day, Craig. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I better start giggling. Yeah. I think she's okay, Mickey. She's got family stuff going on, and she has job things going on. So Shanna's, I believe, is okay. It's just, like I said, YouTube's just not important at this time in her life. She's got other factors in her life that are more important. Doesn't make her a bad person. She just don't want to deal with it. Like I said, I can understand where she comes from sometimes. There's a lot of folks that go through the burnout. But Danny and I are finally going to start knocking out a lot of the projects we've been putting off. We're also going to be doing more cave soon. So if you're somebody that's been wanting some of our Danikin cave, she over the winter plans to do a few loads of them. So and she's going to be playing with some new colors and having some fun with that. Anything artsy, Danny's all over it. Atlanta up 14-7. Well, if this continues, maybe we will see Ed tonight, guys. I'm sure he is not happy. And I think the Bricons might have got all my. I've been looking for them and I haven't seen them again. So I think either the Bricons or the Bullhead might have took out the last little Sevrum babies I had in there. I'll be keeping an eye on the next time, and because they like to lay on flat rocks and whatnot. So the next time I will be keeping a careful eye on that tank from here on out. If we get another batch of eggs on a rock, I'll pull it and put it in a tank to grow out because they are a pretty little fish. Yeah, she's always had a kind of a artsy side to her, Mickey M. Danny likes her art. She's always been that way. Look at my Cardinal sitting there, chilling right there. I could sit and look at those guys all day long. Now, part of our remodeling is I'm probably going to upgrade this tank quite a bit. I'm probably going to put those cherry tetras in here. I'm going to put those ant tetras in here. I think I'm going to turn this mostly into an exquisite tetra tank. I'm probably going to take that last Zaco platypus out of there, put him in with the Congos and all the other bigger tetras that I have on the other side here. The tetra tank, we're going to yank everything out. I've been watching too much of Jason's streams, and now his blackbeard algae has went through the stream and infected my tank with blackbeard algae. I blame Jason. That's what I'm going with. So I've got to spend some time on the wood in there. It's destroyed our beautiful anubias we had in there. So we got to get all the leaves that have been infected by it off of those plants and hope that we can save them. It hasn't really gotten onto any of the crypts that are in there yet. The little bristlenose have been trying to keep up. They have been eating the blackbeard, but it's just too much of it in that tank. And then we have the 75 across from it that has all those Decorus in it at the moment. A couple other miscellaneous fish and there's one other type of Synodotus in there. They did kill our yo-yo loach that we've had that fish for 8 years now. I was so sad. I didn't want to put the yo-yo in the 240 downstairs because he has a bad habit of picking on stir-by Coriodoras. He eats their eyeballs out. So had to put him in there, and I thought he was going to be okay. And unfortunately, something in there has a hankering for fish guts because they did it to him, and they also did it to I had one little Mabuna that we had forever in there with them as well, and both of them got whacked the same night. And I mean, literally, they ate their entire inner cavity clean. So I would almost be willing to bet it's the Decorus, but not sure. Didn't see what happened, but that would be my guess. Nice. You're going to be able to off the rest of your Exalados. That's good. Yes, he did. He took out 2 of them, Fox. And that yo-yo loach ate 2 different sets of Cory eyes. One, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Then one day I was in there when he did it, and he pinned them down, and he literally sucked its eyes out. I couldn't get to him fast enough to save him. The one Cory's still alive. He's blind, obviously, but he still seems happy. He swims around with the school and all that. Liquid Zoo, thank you so much for the 99-cent super sticker. It's a big heart. We appreciate you, Matt. Thanks much. Oh, it's a poop poop. Sorry. Poop poop. I'm not Danny, man. I can't do the poop poops like she does. But thank you so much. Stephen P., what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. That was pretty close, wasn't it, Matt? I don't have the octane voice like she has for the poop poops. She gets way up there. My little leopard frog babies are growing out nice. I checked on them this morning. They're about like this now. Little too small for Fishtoberfest. I'm not going to take them. All the fish I'm taking are all like about like this. So I've got super whites about that big, and then I've got RB lines about that big, and then I've got king tigers this big and that big that I'm taking. And then tons and tons and tons of super reds and long fin albinos. And albino bristlenose, I'm going to be letting those go extremely cheap, like $3 cheap for just a regular albino bristlenose. And I've got probably 50 of those to 100 of those. But yeah, it should be a good time. Then we're also going to be going through the tanks, the ones that fish that we know need to go are going. Haven't really went through that yet with my wife, so we're not sure what we're doing there yet. But there's going to be a lot of different cool stuff there that we are bringing. Well, that's what happens in nature, Foxanne. You get the chocolates making albinos. That's what happens. John McKenzie, what is up, brother? Coming in on the Facebook side. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, Danny, if y'all don't know, we do stream, dual stream every Sunday night from Facebook and obviously YouTube. I would have done Instagram too, but Instagram makes it, I can't figure out how to get that to work. I would be doing that as well. What else does she got cooking? Trying to think what else we've got that we've been working on. We talked about the Prisonose. I can't think of nothing else we've been working on this week. Scotty the Fish Freak coming in. Eagles, what's going on, Scotty? Good to see you. Yes, we are doing the caves, Foxanne. Lots and lots of caves. She'll be starting on those probably after Fishtoberfest. I do have another swap in November. That's going to probably be where whatever I didn't get out of here from Fishtoberfest, that's where I'll really concentrate on getting the rest of what we need gone. Then we're going to be moving out the rest of the 20s and 30 gallons that I'm going to be opening up. I will admit it is hurting a little bit. I mean, I've always loved this fish house, and see us downsizing the tanks at the rate we're doing it. It's starting to mentally mess with me a little bit. I've always loved these tanks, but I'm also smart enough to know that if I'm not going to be able to have the time to keep up with them like I used to, without Danny as part of it and helping me, I just know the realization is I'm not going to be a good fish dad to these fish and not give them the what. Like the plecos are a good reason why I'm getting behind on with all the tanks is because the plecos need water changes twice a week. So it's a full-time job in itself with the plecos. But I have everybody caught up now. I've been working really hard on making sure everybody gets it, getting the filters done, doing everything good. But I want to start getting the tank size down, get down to 40. I think will be good. 30 would be premier. 40 is manageable for me. So I think we got like maybe 20 tanks more to go, and we should be in that magic spot that I want to be at. And then in the tanks that are left, we're going to take our time and get everything reset. I have to replace the wall tanks. Those tanks are now well over 20 years old. So I don't trust them anymore. So I got to spend some money. I'm going to buy 2 brand new 135s. I might even see if I can go up a little bigger platform this time. I know that I got to find something that is combined 2 tanks together equal 14 feet. And height doesn't bother me as much. So, I mean, I might be able to go up to like 150. Yeah, the fish will not be seen sometimes, but that's fine by me too. I mean, it's all about the fish and making sure they're happy. So, and then what I most likely will do for those 2 tanks this time is Flavel did come out with those, what are those, F7s or something, F700s that are supposed to be dynamite. So that's the direction I'm going there. The 300 and the 240. 300 most likely will still house the Bricons. I'm not 100% sure I want to keep that tank still. We worked on it. It's not the quality that I like to see out of our tanks. So I don't know if we're going to keep the 300. So the Bricons might end up in a smaller tank, like a 135 or a 180. But we'll see how it goes. If I can get that thing empty, maybe put the Bricons in a temporary home, spend more time on trying to get that thing looking good. It's just got a haze to it. It's just got a haze to it that I can't seem to get out of it. That's driving me crazy. I mean, to normal fish people, I probably think it's fine, but I mean, to get good videos, you need a good, clear, crisp, clean glass that because that tank, I mean, every time I try to show that tank on YouTube, it just doesn't look good. The Bricons now are, I mean, getting big. They're all over 10 inches now. I think the maximum they can get to is like 18 inches. So they almost have to have a bigger platform tank to be fair to them. I am down to 7 of them. They between picking on each other and jumping out of tanks, and I'm down to 7 of them. So one thing I do know about this species that's pretty brutal. If one of them shows any sign of weakness, the rest of them turn on them, start picking until they kill them. Yes, Roxanne, I feel your pain. That one I did on the football stream, those 2 tanks are already full of crap again. But I have in the grow out tank, I'm trying to think, there must be 50 to 60 in that tank. And then in the super white tank, I think there's 25 fish in there. It's just a never ending. That's my title. I am the poop technician. That's what my new title should be. But I am looking forward to Fishtoberfest. I didn't go last year, obviously, because of some bad blood. We've since made up, me and the president of the club. So I am going this year as a vendor. So far, that's about all I'm doing with the club is just going to the event. I'm sure I'll make it back to Guppus eventually. Just right now, I'm still, but Fishtoberfest is the start. Danny and I didn't have so much going on. I was wanting to try to make the Clash this year. I was going to just do it at the last minute, but with everything I got going on, don't think I'm going to do it. Mystery Snail Guardians, maybe I didn't see your question. Sorry, it's just me. There's not two of us. You know, I don't know enough about the runnings of the event anymore, Annette, so I don't know a list of vendors, unfortunately. Your best bet is probably to go to the GPA, what is it, gpas.club or something. And they probably have a list of the vendors there. Like I said, I don't have any part of running it this year. I'm just a vendor. So I have no idea who is the vendors this year. I can tell you the ones I do know. I do know that Pisces Aquaria will be there again. Myself, Jess Ballin, I know will be there. I'm trying to think who else have I heard that is going. I'm sure buyshrimp.com will be there. They usually show up to that one. Sam Scales will most likely be there. And then I'm trying to think. I'm sure the Amazonas will be there. I think Dr. Anthony, the Amazon Research Center, is going to be there for sure. But that's about the extent. I'm sorry. I just haven't been keeping up with that like I usually would. Are you serious? Not a single vendor is listed on their website? Awesome. Well, I don't know how to explain that, Annette. No clue. But I will reach out and find out why they haven't put a vendor list up, because I know people do come to events based on vendors as well. So I'll reach out to the powers that be and find out what's up. Matter of fact, because you're asking during the stream and that, I'll do this right now. We will ask Mr. Ryan, the president. Hold on, guys. Sorry. All right. I just texted the president of the club. We'll see what he says. Huh. I have no idea there, Annette. No idea. I think this year they have some saltwater vendors too. I did hear that. I apologize. I just don't have the information you seek, but I did just text him. We'll see what he says. Usually Ryan's in here, but I think he is, if I remember right, he had something going on too. I should text him as well. Maybe he'll have some answers for me. What up, Luke? Good to see you, my friend. I'm assuming, what are you saying there, Luke? Looks like Al. Oh, you are coming up for Fishtoberfest. Cool, man. Be good to see you again. Are you vending or just coming up for the event, Luke? If y'all don't know Luke Wang, this guy is a killer plant guy. Always has tons of cool plants. Oh, your club got a table. Okay, cool. So there you go, Annette. Sounds like Sacramento Aquarium Society will be one of the vendors as well. And I'm pretty sure it will be Willamette Valley Aquarium Society will have a table there, I'm sure. Like I said, I do know Dr. Anthony will have a table with the Amazon Research Center. And I know there's at least 2 to 3 shrimp vendors going to be there, one of which that I do know for a fact is buyshrimp.com. Fish of the week, zebras. Ooh. When you say zebras, do you mean zebra plecos? Do you mean zebra danios? Red zebra mimbuna, blue zebra mimbuna? Which ones are we talking about, Eugene? The 186 element, welcome to the stream. The jewelry lady, I'm trying to remember who that was. I do not know for certain, Miss Annette, but I know now I know who you're talking about. And she did have some cool jewelry. Danios, zebra Danios. Yes, those are fun. Sorry about that, Skipper. We were probably still on the boat when you were auctioning last night. Sorry we couldn't be there this time. And I doubt I would have been able to anyway. Like I said, this week is munched with Fishtoberfest, so kind of was a bad week for me. I'm sure I'll get back involved in October. Most likely, we'll see. If these next 2 sales go good, I may not have anything to auction at the moment. It is a little steamy in this house this evening. I don't know what's causing it. Well, it might be the 60 or 70 tanks we have left. Ugh. I'm definitely feeling the day. I did get a quick little power nap in before the stream. As soon as we got off the water, I was able to get a quick little nap. And at age 56, those naps are important. But the new job's going great. I love helping people. This position so far has been amazing. I don't have to leave my house, and I get to help people that have been completely jacked over by timeshare companies. I'm learning a lot. I mean, I didn't realize the crooked stuff that those companies do. I mean, some of the closing tactics and some of the things they do with folks is just amazing. But I actually get to help them out of their timeshares now, which is really, really fun. And it just gives them so much relief. I mean, to be able to get it out of their estate, not have to worry about their kids inheriting it. A lot of people, that's their biggest reason for wanting to cancel their timeshare is they don't want their kids being attached to it when they pass out on their estate. But the company I work for is Alpha Timeshare Consultants. Been around for 39 years, and we got a A+ Better Business Bureau rating with 5 stars across the board, and most importantly, been in business for almost 40 years. If you go to the site, not a single complaint ever. So that was part of the reasoning that brought me to these guys. My daughter had been working for them, and I'm a researcher. Before I just don't like to go to work for just anybody. So I do research quite a bit before I start with folks. Don't always win even doing that, but so far these guys have been pretty straightforward. I mean, good news is my check's been hitting the bank with no issue. So it's kind of weird. I'm still getting used to the idea of being at home for work, which I still don't know quite how to fathom that. It's been really enjoyable to not have to leave the house, which the dog's happier. A lot of times I can do some tank maintenance while I'm working, even because most of it's just talking. I do have to, input a little information, but if I know I'm getting close to where I need to do that, I'll just wipe my hands off and do the little keyboard tapping and get them handled there. So now should have said I don't plan on. If I saw some, I mean, can't pass them up. Gorgeous, beautiful discus there. I would probably jump on some discus because Danny does want to get her discus tank back. And this time she's going to set up a discus tank in her office again, and it's going to be dedicated to just discus. We might have some diddler fish in there just to keep them happy, but to the most part, it's just going to be the discus. I'm sure if she had her way, all these beautiful cardinal tetra behind me. I mean, I wouldn't even be opposed to turning this one here back into a discus tank, but I don't know yet. I like the schooling fish. I would love to have just some more schooling fish in there. We got the ant tetras and we also got the cherry tetras. I don't know if we're going to continue breeding those or not. Um, just not. Again, when you're limited tank space, we're trying to get down. We've got to really process and really figure out what direction we're going. Plecos are definitely a rabbit hole I've fallen in. I'm loving the plecos, but I just don't know where I want to go from here. What other species I plan to continue to breed. The banded gudgeons have got no choice. They breed like 4 to 5, 6, 7 times a year, and they have 100 or two every time they breed. So far, I've been managing to keep up with them. I've been selling them as fast as I have them, but sooner or later, everybody in America is going to have a banded gudgeon. So, but they are a cool fish. If you like a big, personable fish that will come up and greet you in the morning, these guys get about this big, but they are fun. They're little characters. And I will have some of those at Fishtoberfest. I think I got 10 left or so. I'm going to clean the rest of the babies out of there. And then what else do we have? If there's any of those Severums, I do plan to take some of those. I have tons of convicts, but I'm not even going to bother bagging those. There's no way anybody will buy those. That was from the Being Nice guy, and there's a kid at the aquarium club that was his first BAP, and nobody was bidding on him, so I felt bad for him. And Trying to see. I don't know what's going on with these two guys from the club. They're not getting back to me, and I don't really know who else would know other than the Ryan pair, the pair of Ryans. Thank you, Fish Fam Links. Speaking of members, while I'm here, I've been trying to remember to do this for you guys. All right, we'll go in here right now. And we will shout my members out. All right, where are you guys? There we are. See all members. And these are in no particular order, guys. Just calling them as I see them. So we have Foxy's Fishes is the first one to show up here. Foxy's Fishes, been a member for 28 months. Fantastic Freaks has been a member for 37 months. Only Oscars has been a member for 27 months. Atkins Nature Aquarium has been a member for 29 months. Susan Moore Guppies have been a member for 22 months. Al Wet Sox has been a member for 18 months. Empire Dirt Aquatics, Mr. Jeff's been a member for 13 months. Father Fish has been a member for 25 months. My good friend Roland Holtz has been a member for 42 months. SC has been a member for 43 months. Fish Dream, Mr. Alex has been a member for 32 months. Ricky De La Hoy has been a member for 21 months. Chattanooga Ed has been a member for 41 months. Alexander Engelhardt has been a member for 23 months. Window Liquor number 5 has been a member for 25 months. Lonnie A.K. Looney Tunes has been a member for 24 months. My good friend Maria Z has been a member for 25 months. Miss Melissa Jeswald has been a member for 29 months. Science Gal Fishing has been a member for 31 months. Dee Dee's Fish Den has been a member for 33 months. Stephen P. 2003 has been a member for 34 months. Lisa NJ has been a member for 43 months. Depths Unknown has been a member for 38 months. Redfish Bluefish has been a member for 41 months. Jay Oliver's Guppies and More has been a member for 41 months. Miss Carol Cox has been a member for 42 months. And my good friend Peplin Creek Aquatics, Mr. Brian, has been a member, not only a member, but a Mudskipper member for 43 months. Thank you all so much. We greatly appreciate all of you. I don't shout you guys out enough. We're going to have, that's one of my things I want to figure out too, to get more out there for you guys this next year. So I am in planning mode. Oh, what did I do? Fat figured that now? All right, guys. Sorry about that. I almost hit the end stream button. That wouldn't have been good. Buddy Viper, welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Eugene. I want to keep to the schooling fish, and they do school nice in here. I do have the African banded barbs in there too, and then I've got that one Zaco. There's 4 or 5 killifish left in there, and then a couple different types of pencil fish, and then a ginormous school of longfin Paleatus corycats, complements of Miss Foxy's fishes, and those things are so darn cute. Then we got a couple. Whoa! What the hell, guys? Holy crap. My large clown leporanus and the AHA in there are going at it. Now, leporanus, he does not put up with any BS, man. I've been thinking of moving him to the 300. I just think he'd be happier in there. let things chill out a bit. And speaking of members, hold on. I just saw a member thing come up over here. Am I in top chat? Okay, Annette, I don't know if you're still in here, but Ryan is the one that does the book. So he was gracious enough to put on a list for us. So, of course, there's Danica Aquatics. We all know this. P&W Aqua, which is my good friend Ryan. Jess Baldwin, Nathan with the P&W Aquarium Swap. Ben McBride, Bryce, he's a guy that does plecos as well. Sam Scales has a table. Morgan, which is a saltwater. Kepis Corals is going to be there. P&W Betas will be there. Now, if you don't know who that gal is, she has a very big, I think she does, it's either Twitch or TikTok. She might be TikTok, but huge following on there, and she has amazing betas. Robert Tolan will be there. Sacramento Aquarium Society, Greater Seattle Aquarium Society, Willamette Valley Aquarium Society, Daniel Tiss, which is another saltwater, Shrimp Ambition, Cuttlefish and Corals, Andy Newton. Now, Andy does something kind of different too. He does predatory plants. So he does your Venus fly and pitcher plants and all those cool things. Then, of course, Amazon Research Center, the Wet Spot, Zoom Ed, and more. So just to name a few for you, Ned, I don't know if you got that, but that's what we're looking at. Oh, shoot, we're down to 3 minutes already. Dang. I managed to do it all by myself with you guys. So let's get, if one of my if one of my moderators can get George's link up there. We already have our hashtag tonight. Hashtag is going to be hashtag Ralph. Compliments of 3G. We'll head on over to George after my stream here. So Annette, I don't know if Foxy Fishes says she's been a member for 28 months. Well, thank you so much, Roxanne. Greatly appreciated. And yes, we always show Danny the love there, buddy. So anyway, guys, like I said, I haven't talked to the ACE guys. I don't know if they'll be streaming Friday night. Ryan and myself, unfortunately, will be busy with Fishtoberfest. So I'm almost thinking we're leaning towards not having a stream at this point. I know Peplin and Roxanne will be on their way to their Quad City swap, so I don't think they'll be able to participate. So it's most likely going to be a week with no ASE football. I do plan to do a member stream from Fishtoberfest, and also I will try to do an extra stream maybe on Saturday for everybody. And then also I'll do our normal stream. Now, Sunday night stream might be a majority Danny show. I'll try to get back as quickly as possible. I think the event ends at 5 or 6. I can't remember which. And I will, as soon as I get done, tear down and head this way. So you might have Danny for the first little bit. If I can go from the truck, I will. No promises. I don't know what it's going to be like. So, but for sure we will have a stream Sunday night. Worst case scenario might just be Danny. And then I will give you an extra stream from Fishtoberfest Saturday, and it'll most likely be at the vending table. So you'll get to see everybody as they come on by. There will be some people we know there. We'll have Bentley and a few others. So, but anyway, guys, head on over to George. Did we get the link out there for him? No. All right, let me grab that and get that out there. Oh, I stand corrected. Looks like George doesn't have a stream set up. I thought he had it set up. It was the old stream. So that's probably why they aren't getting George shouted out there. So live. Yeah, he doesn't have a stream set up. All right. Well, guys, you'll be on your own. I don't know who streams tonight, but George apparently is not going. So if there's a channel that's up and becoming and wants to snatch a spot right after Danikin, say your piece now or forever hold your peace. I'll be more than glad to send everybody that's here your way. I haven't seen Mark in a couple. I saw him about a week ago. But happy birthday, Mark, if you listen to because he is always listening to the replay. Happy, happy, happy birthday, Mark. All right, guys, as always, love your fish. It's going to be Kitty E heading out for now. Thanks to all of my members and super chatters, greatly appreciated. Matt with Liquid Zoo, much appreciated. And then all my members, greatly appreciated. Thanks to all my moderators for keeping us safe. Appreciate all the replay crew and the lurkers. You guys rock. And, of course, all of you folks that have sat here for the last hour with us, greatly appreciate you the most. You actually show up every week and hang with me. Greatly appreciated. Oh, so there is a stream going. So we got all things fish. Good old Mike is streaming. So head on over to Mike's stream, hashtag Bart. What is it? Hashtag Ralph. That's right. Hashtag Ralph. Anyway, guys, much love. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Peace.